Hello and welcome to a little collection update. I guess there's some new additions, mostly just a lot of reorganization, and also this. Yeah, that looks awesome. I'm so excited about this. I've had the idea to add some sort of nicer lighting to the shelves for ages, and I finally did it. So there you go. I think it looks pretty neat. Of course, it's the one of those LED strips with the remote, so I can change the color. Can make it turquoise, red, blue. Let's see. I like the orange, and I like this pink. The pink looks very purpley blue on the camera for some reason. I assure you it is straight up pink. Here it is with the lights off. That just looks funky, fresh, dope, sick, whatever the kids say these days. Anyhow, I'm just gonna change it to white so we can see really clearly for the video. So, in the last update, I do believe these shelves were still organized by company, and I've actually gone for type of animal sorting. So we have carnivores, herbivores, or I should say carnivorous dinosaurs, herbivorous dinosaurs, and non-dinosaurs at the top. I have not done this style of organization for a long time, and the last time I did, I found it to be really logistically unappealing for a number of reasons, but I actually really like it now. I found a way to make it work. So moving down to the bottom, just to look at that first, we've got some BOTM boxes, which are fun. I make sure to keep all the boxes and store them around the shelves just because they're such nice packaging. Here is the, I almost called it the theropod shelf. It basically is the theropod shelf, but it's technically, specifically the carnivorous, and I suppose also piscivorous theropod shelf. We've got the two best gigas in the back, the Eofauna and the Safari. We've got the Collect a Carno, so three of the best carnivore figures I can think of all together. The Eofauna Giga is leaning on the Carno, by the way. It does not stand anymore. We got the Carnegie Carnotaurus, Carnegie Spinosaurus, Collect a Torvo. We've got the still kind of new Safari Baryonyx and Dasplito. All sorts of great little figures. It's looking nice. Here we have the herbivore shelf. So we've got some Theriophorines, including the Tuajangasaurus, old Carnegie Miragaia, Safari Stag. I love a lot of these figures. We've got a few theropods strewn about, the Baishunlong, BionicleSaurus, and the Caudipteryx in the back. Amargasaurus, got the Atlasaurus, and the dominant Eofauna Trike, which is just a masterpiece, and the Collect a Iguanodon, another one of my absolute favorite figures. Just looking fantastic. I suppose the other thing I should mention as well is there's just a lot less figures on the shelf. Every time I do one of these updates lately, I feel like I always say, I purged the collection again, but I feel like I could go further. And finally, I legitimately do not think I could go further. I actually did a little experiment with my friend Aiden recently where we both purged our collections down to only figures we would buy again if they were somehow, damaged or lost or stolen or something. And he purged his a lot more than I did mine, but even so, there are a lot less figures here than normal. So here we can see at the top we have non-dinosaurs. We got the little Collect a Edaphosaurus, Collect a Andrewsarchus, Paleoloxodon, of course, amazing figure from Eofauna. Got the Safari Chronosaurus, one of my favorites. More marine stuff. My two favorite ichthyosaur figures, Penosaururinosaurus, old old Carnegie Ichthyosaurus. We've got the Collect a Belemnite, which is an awesome figure. Papocaprasuchus, amazing figure. And two more awesome figures, which I don't think were here in the last video. The Collect a Horseshoe Crab and Dunkleosteus. The Horseshoe Crab is really neat. I'm glad I picked it up. The Dunkleosteus, though, that is such a hype figure. You can't really tell from this angle, but it is massive, and it is super heavy, and it is just awesome. I've wanted it for ages. It's still my favorite Dunkleosteus figure, although I would also like the new PNSO one as well. And then we have the Kets hanging up there. And then here's the main shelf, as usual, just a miscellaneous favorite things shelf. So we've got all the BOTM, we've got Essien. Right now I've got all my big Carnegie sauropods, including the Safari Chimera, which is not actually Carnegie, but it very much fits the style and scales fairly well with them. They don't even scale perfectly with each other. The Brachiosaurus is 150, and I think the Diplo is like 140 or 145, but Anyhow, I think they look pretty nice. And then here we have all the BOTM ceratopsids. I'm trying to remember which ones were here last time. I think it was just the initial 4 Wave 1 figures that I bought. Now we've got the Zuni, we've got the Cosmo, which I absolutely adore. I like the pose I have it into right now with this kind of defensive posture. I think that looks really nice. We've got the Medusa Ceratops, which is another contender for favorite along with the Cosmo for me. I just adore this figure. It's so bright and so colorful, and the head sculpt is amazing. And we have the huge Pachyrhinosaurus, which looks just fantastic and so impressive. And yeah, those are looking amazing. I have a video either already out or maybe coming out soon about these guys. I'm not sure if I'm going to upload this first or not, but either look forward to that or I hope you enjoyed it. Not sure which. We've got Mimi silly stuff in the corner. We've got Bigfoot and the old favorite Deinonychus up on the windowsill. On my desk, I have the Rei Ayanami Nendroid. I've got some PNSO minis and things. I've got the Eastern set Mononychus and Magpie Microraptor from BOTM. I've got some pops and such, the ATST, just fun stuff all around. And that's about it. Thank you for watching. Just a little update. I'm really pleased with how my collection looks. You know, it might not always be this pared down, but I have to say, having it purged to this extent and literally just having the absolute best stuff on display and nothing else is really satisfying, and I highly recommend it. So anyhow, that's about it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.